Follow all Moessieurs news on his website, www.moessieurs.com. And on his Facebook Moessieurs and Instagram Moessieurs13 page 2. For daily exclusive publications.
Hello and welcome, dear Moessieurs followers, for this new video about the Montage M basics. And today, you see on the screen, we are going to talk about the great and nice subscreen that we have here. That's why I made a large view for the subscreen to you, and I am in the center of the video for today. And it will be a series because if I talk about all the things you can down for the common level and the assignable and the part level, and for each of the three audio engines that we have, it will be a huge video. So I will split. And today we are going to talk about the common level of the subscreen, what we can done with it, what we can find it, and lots of interesting things you can done. Do not miss the bonus shoot all along the video, because I will talk to you like we are on common level about the assignable knows today on the bonus. If you do not know me, my name is Joel Borg. I work in partnership with Yamaha Music Europe and France, and you can retrieve me every day on my Facebook. It's called Moessieurs, Instagram Moessieurs13. You have my website as a reference, www.moessieurs.com. And if you are not already a Moessieurs YouTube follower, please click on subscribe and click on the bell to be informed when I release a new video. So let's start about the subscreen. Why does we have a subscreen? Why this new screen here? What it brings, what it is about. So if you come from the Montage or the MODX Plus, when you go to motion control on the MODX or the Montage first generation, here you have more screen here. And on the Montage M, we have two only. And you have a screen here. You can do a lot of little things with the 8 knobs, but on the screen, you need to select and to use the dial here. You do not have the nice encoder that we have on the Montage M. So it's great to edit. It's a quick way to edit some things, but it's really more powerful on the Montage M because we have a dedicated screen to do that. We can select a lot of things and you can store what you want with your performance. If you want to start with the portamento at the common level with your performance, you store, and when you record your performance, you will have this screen. If you want to have the amplitude, you can store and have this screen. If you want to have something at the part level, you will have. So that's very great and huge to have that also for the live, not only for editing at home and preparing your composition or preparing your stage. So the first one is here, and how we navigate, we have this button. So here it's not light, so it does not do anything. So you have this 7th, and sometimes here no, but you have this button that light because we have some page. We can navigate through some page. For the first one on the pitch at the common level, remember we are at the common level. We have the portamento on off. If I set off, it set off my button here. You can say I can do that. It's link, of course. Okay. And you can adjust the time. So normally you have that. And perhaps you think, yes, good. Okay, but the portamento is not so huge. This is the common level. You have some other setting for each part at part level. So here you see, for my part, I choose this view. This view, you cannot store this kind of view. It's general for the montage, but you can store that for each performance too. And on this view, we see it's on. So, I can go directly. You have this button, the page jump. The page jump allows you to, you say, I want to work in more details from, but that, you press on it, you go directly on the center screen to the good settings. And here we see the switch, here we see the time, here, and we have, here I have only one part, but I can set for the part the switch on of the full time or not, the finger red, and the time and the rate. Of course, if I change, it will change the rendering of the portamento in largest way, of course, but it's not a video about the portamento, so I will not go fully deeper on that, just to explain to you what is about the page jump. You start to work here, say, I want more details, press page jump. On the filter, you have the general settings. And for the filter, I'll use this encoder to show you. Here I have the part, and you see change. As soon as I press, it changes. It's sync. But if I go at the command level, here, this is on the top. This is the command cutoff. It will apply to all the parts. You have the command resonance, the FH depth, and the other settings. Here you have the attack decay and release here. If I go to the third, the amplitude is the EEG for the command level, and you can manage like that. Of course, this is that screen, of course, that you can manage in the same way. This is the same setting, so you can go directly here, and you see there is a new page. This is the performance page with the global command performance volume. If I do the page jump, I go here, and I have the volume here, the pan, the variation, and the reverb return. And that's a good idea to go on that and change the view to this, because we are going to see variation and reverb here. And the return, you can find some information here from the previous view. Here I can set my variation effect, which is a system command effect. All parts can send what you want for each part. You have a send value that you can manage, but this is a single effect variation for all the parts. You have all effects that you have in insertion, so it's huge. And here you set on, off. Here you have the category, so you can navigate through the category to go quickly and change through the category. Here, I come back to a reverb, not so huge. I will go to the cross delay here. I can change the type, and I can navigate like that through the type. And after, depend of the variation effect you will have the preset, of course, and you have some settings linked to the effect type you have. If I change the effect, you will see some other settings here. And you have the variation return that we have here on the top. You see it's linked, of course. And if I go to the reverb, that's the same ID, category type, preset, reverb time, of course, very important. So you can go quickly for that if you want to adjust the reverb as a system effect. You have in the same way the master FX here. It's a parallel compressor, so you have some settings. Depend of, if I remember fine, there is one that do not have, this one as an example, the multiband do not have settings here, so do not be surprised, depend of the effect. And you have the same thing for the master or Q that you can manage here with the gain, the shape, and if you want to go deeper with the frequency, you press page jump and you are directly on it. That's very huge. Same thing for the arpeggio. See my button here, I can set on, off. Same thing if I change to the motion sequencer here, on, off. I come back to the arpeggio. Here I can set the variation from the 1 to 8 for the arpeggio. So I think, to my taste, it's a good thing to when you're at home and you prepare some things, you build your things and your performance for your stage or for your composition, and you want to try the arpeggio. This is a very great and quick way to select the variation quickly, rather to go on the screen and select, of course, You can do like that and do like this also if you want, but you can do directly here. On stage, my advice will be to link the arpeggio to the scene memory. Of course, it will be better and more effective to catch quickly and play. And we can manage the swing, the unit multiply, the gate, the velocity, the octave range. Same idea for the motion sequencer, swing, unit multiply, amplitude, shape, smooth, and random. And the last, we have the control. The control is linked a little bit to the assignable. We will talk more on the bonus. And here, this is not the editing view, this is just information. Assignable knob, command 1 is linked to the part 1 assignable knob, and etc. etc. For the 8, you have the information like that. And for the super knob, you have the motion sequencer for the super knob too, and it can be set with the unit multiply if it's linked to the tempo or beat. But if you are off, you manage the speed, and you have the MS grid, the length, and you have the view. If you have a motion sequencer for the super knob here, you can manage like that. Does it all? No, that's why I say to you, it's huge, it's huge. You can do things for the multi-part. Here, I can manage, here I have one part, but if you have a mix and you want to prepare the mix, or the mix also for your stage, for the parts you have, You can manage the reverb, send for each part here in easy way. You can manage the variation for each part, the send, the dry, the pan, and the volume. So you can say to me, the volume we can do like that with the faders. Yes, but you can use the volume like that and work after on the parts at the element level and switch from one to the others in a very easy way. So that's also an interesting thing. And for the groove, you have something with the quantized value, the strength, the string rate for each part, the note shift. Interesting. For each part, you can go for part 1 to 8 or 9 to 16, of course. The clock shift, the gate time, the velocity. And this is the same thing. Here, you have part 1, you have part 9 to 16, and you have the audio. So you have the digital part volume. Here, the pan for this. And you see that there are less setting on that for the digital part only. And the AD part is here, you see. So it changes depends what you are going to do. If you want to go deeper inside your Montage M in quick way, or ESP, or all the subjects that you see today at the bottom, because they are on the top, you can ask me a Moessieux Masterclass. It's online through the Music Hackspace platform. You can book directly on my available slots on your time zone. If you are living in USA or Quebec, you have your time zone, very, very important. You choose the topic we are going to work together. And after the session, you have the video that you can download and review as many anytime you need. It's available in English and in French too, also. And no, that's the bonus time. So for the bonus, let's go to the assignable knots, because we have seen this 3 position here with this button, but we can go to the assignable here. So we see the value here. This is a new Montage M performance, so we have all information about what is controlling. So this is the thing that you can build for the live. If you do not want to manage different pages, you can start with one, but at one moment you need to go to the others. You can manage your assignations here and have all you need when you record your performance like that. And okay, you say, but what is the on the top? Why this on here on the top and light here? This is the super knob link. Here, my super knob control only this knob. If at one moment on the stage I went, oh, I want it managed, I play like that, it managed the pulse wheel. At one moment, I want it manage a delay in the same time. And ta-da, you can manage the two very quick. So this is not only editing, this is not only information, this is a very quick way to do the things for the stage too, especially for the stage, for your composition too, why not? But for the stage, it's very, very great to have that. You say, okay, I want to go deeper, I choose this preset, I do the page jump, and okay, I see the part 1 and part 2. Oh, I can manage that. So you can display the filter like that. If I choose 7, and you can see what they are managing, and you can change the value as you want like that. I want to finish with explaining to you, I will do like that. Of course, if I have as an example here, and I want to come back, I explain to you shift and page jump, and you go directly on the good screen, but not all the screens here are linked to the subscreen. So if I go on audio in routing as an example, if I do that, nothing happens. Why? Because there is no subscreen dedicated to the audio input. So do not think your Montage M, it does not work. Depend of the screen. We have the information about what we can have on the screen. We have seen and review on the first part, but well, do not be afraid. Okay, this is not linked to the subscreen. That's right. This is video ending. I hope you have find it interesting. I hope you have liked it. If yes, please click on the blue thumb. That's very important for me because I done all this video outside my office day work, which is not linked to the music. It's a huge work to do that. So if you have liked, please press like. If you want to support the channel and to help me because you have learned something interesting and you want to thank me, you have bottom right the video, the super thanks. Super thanks is like a kind of donation and it can help me to buy some new software, renew the licenses of all the software I use to produce this video, or buy new gear to improve the rendering on this video I done for you. So thank you in advance if you go on that way. And I remember to you, information on video description about Moessieux Masterclass on Music Hackspace platform. See you soon for one other montage and basic video. Bye.
Would you like to discover, learn, or improve your knowledge of your Yamaha synthesizer or stage keyboard? Book your Moessieurs Masterclass now. Your private session is conducted online through Zoom. Take all benefit of Moessieurs' expertise, Yamaha synthesizers and stage keyboard specialist and consultant for Yamaha Music Europe and France. As member of International Yamaha Tech Talk live team, Music Hackspace instructor and host of the Camelot Pro sessions, Joel take care of your experience level. Whether you're a beginner or a skilled user, get the most out of your Yamaha synthesizer, stage keyboard, John Melas software suite or Camelot Pro. Book your session for your personal Moessieurs one-to-one session. It's available for users all over the world through Music Hackspace platform. It's easy. Select your date and time from the Moessieurs calendar available slots on your time zone. Thank you for watching this Moessieurs video. Do not forget to click on like, subscribe and click on the bell to be informed when a new video is online. Do not hesitate to write a comment or ask a question. See you soon, bye!